Good morning. Happy Sunday. It is, what is the day of the week? Y'all, I don't know. Hold on. It is the 21st of July. It is Sunday. I do know it's Sunday, but I didn't know the date. So I knew the day of the week, but I didn't know the date. But look, it's Sunday, the 21st of July. This is Schizophrenia Barbie. But look, I'm going to do a video. It might be quick or not. I don't care anymore. But look, this video first, I'm going to do 2 videos. So this video that I'm going to do first is going to be for moms if you're battling mental health issues, and or if you feel like one of your kids are battling mental health issues. I am diagnosed with schizophrenia, for real. I am Schizophrenia Barbie. I got diagnosed October of 2013 is when the doctor finally was like, yeah, girl, you got that bag, okay, up in here. However, first I'm going to start off with telling you that a mental health issue is embarrassing. I don't know if it's still that embarrassing today. I do know 10 years ago it was really embarrassing. It is first and foremost, I am not retarded. I like education. That's how my mom raised me. But look, I liked it anyway. I liked school anyway. The teachers was nice. They were girls. They were nice and girly. Well, look, I do have schizophrenia. I'm diagnosed with schizophrenia. If you have a child battling, now look, issues, I'm going to say like, they say your child got schizophrenia or bipolar disease, while they are diseases. Schizophrenia, I know for a fact I have. It is a chronic illness. I will never get away from it. Well, look, my doctor told me the other day, I finally had my doctor's appointment here where I live at in Florida, and my doctor was like, look, it is a chronic illness, and it is no cure for it. And I'm like, came home and ate my ice cream because it made me feel sad. Well, look, if your kid have schizophrenia, if you have schizophrenia or bipolar disease or like ADHD, I know for a fact at least them 3 mental illness diseases, look, they are moods. I'm going to start there. While people be like, Google, what really is it? Because I've had family who like, girl, I saw you be normal like forever, and then you went to this episode and now you got schizophrenia and you keep bouncing back and come back. It is a mood thing. Well, I know for a fact I have 3 sisters and a mom I grew up with every day when I was a kid. They know for a fact I definitely was a different kid with a different attitude. I woke up, if they woke me up and I didn't want to be bothered, I needed to know, God, why you put me in this family, because I don't belong in here. Or look, I know my sisters now is like, girl, you probably didn't belong in there. You probably messed up our family, which I probably did. I realize now at 37, I am 37 years young. I got a birthday coming up after the summertime. Schizophrenia is a mood, I'll say disorder, just on a lower bracket. They all different. Schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, even schizophrenia has a schizophrenia effect or something like that. Well, look, they all different. They have their different things, but I'm gonna just start by saying it's a mood thing. First, well, look, if your child is not diagnosed with like another different kind of brain disease, just say they can't learn, I believe, because I'm 37 and I like learning, it's really interesting to me. Look, I get really excited talking about it, that mental illness, first, let's end the stigma. It does not mean I'm retarded. I am not retarded, okay? Sometimes I don't know how to act. Sometimes I act wrong at a certain time. Where look, you could fall and bust your lip, and I could feel really sorry for you and be like, oh my God, I feel so sorry for you, but I'll start laughing. It is inappropriate mood. It's inappropriate moods if I want to be bothered. It really, really is a mood thing first. Well, look, now a mood thing is that much of a chronic illness that I have. Let me tell you why. Because if my mood is not right, you cannot get me to do nothing. I am 37 years old. Well, look, it is the same with the children. If you're raising a child who is diagnosed with any of these mental illnesses at a young age, before they turn 18, well, look, I was diagnosed after I was 18, which schizophrenia, I think they say in your 20s is when you really diagnosed with that one. When I was diagnosed with it, to be honest, because you just cannot come back to the same reality of what the world is like. I'm going to say that. However, it is still a mood thing where I still know now at 37 I had these mood swings my whole life that was different from my sisters, which I'll say that because I know my mama had them, okay? Them who I grew up with, where you be like, okay, well, what is you talking about? I'm talking about science. Right, look, it is Sunday, and I know we get all churchy, but you have the church, which is the Bible, and they break down the difference in God and what he do. But then you have the hospitals and the doctors, which is science, where they break down for real in your body the genes that you get from your mom and your dad. So I know me and my sisters who I grew up with in the same household who are different from me, but look, I know we got some of the same genes, okay? Okay, that's the point of education. Well, look, I'm going to go there too, moms. If you on your knees and you're praying so much for your child and you like, oh my God, something wrong with this kid. This one just do not act normal to you. You've been around a lot of kids and you like, man, okay, you scared to take him to the doctor, or you took him to the doctor and you got diagnosed, but you like, Lord, my child ain't going to have this disease and nothing. I'm going to say, I call myself Schizophrenia Barbie at 37 because I have a chronic illness that's not going away. It is to remind me I am an independent. While everybody is different, I'm an independent mental illness person. I like my independency. I had it. My diagnosis was in my 20s. I had my kids. My two daughters, I already had them at 15 and 17 years old. So I'm used to being independent. It is a lot of work and discipline at 37 for me to be an independent schizophrenia person. Why the church would say, don't label yourself as schizophrenia. I've been in the church since I was 10. I did it anyway from the church, from my thoughts with me and God, because I need to know to take my medicine. I need to know when I feel different around people, or when people get excited and happy to be together as extroverts, and I'm an introvert with mental disorder, and I'm different. I got to remind myself, well, look, I got schizophrenia. I'm dating somebody at 37. I'm traveling. I have my own business. Well, I label myself. You get what I'm saying? People label me as the C word. Right? Look, I got on yellow. Yellow is traumatic for me. For so many reasons. When I start getting a lot of followers, I'll get into that. But I got on yellow. Why, look, I saw trauma just before I even said it. Why people label me crazy or whatever. Crazy is what? Yellow. Right? Look, that's what I really just seen. Before I said it, I seen crazy blinking in yellow because I be on TikTok a lot. Come over there to TikTok. 2_2TU_TU2219. Well, look, I really do have mental illness where I'm a thinker and stuff happen. Well, look, it's a lot of work and discipline for me. Where I'm gonna do another video before the end of the week about my Chinese religion. Well, look, it's my personal schizophrenia. Chinese religion on how it helped me and what I believe about Chinese people with what I know and how I grew up in Chicago with Chinese people who were first the ones who had the Chinese restaurants, of course, praise the Lord for them, but they had the beauty supplies on lock all through the south side of Chicago and the nail shops. So with that being said, I am going to go there. I definitely should write it down, but I left my pen and pad over there and I'm not getting up. But look, if you're raising a child that you believe with that, Mom, I'm going to tell you, you get on your knees and you pray and you like, God, I got to go home and pray. And now you're praying, but you're not taking the time to be around this kid, to understand this kid and know this kid. Well, look, I am not saying pray, but what I am saying is, moms, it takes a lot of discipline from the mom. If you a mom who don't got mental illness and you're raising a child who has been diagnosed with mental illness, or you just know that that child is just a little too different than your other kids, it takes a lot of discipline. People like me who have been diagnosed for real by doctors, not just one, baby. I done been, baby, so many mental hospitals. They know me by name. I know the protocol when I go there. They ain't got to explain nothing to me. Okay? However, mental illness, when you're raising a kid with mental illness, I'm going to tell you one thing. We do not like different stuff. We don't like people switching up. One issue that could have been for me as a child, my mom stayed home for a while and then went back to work. She had 2 kids after me. Well, look, I like when my mom stayed home. I like to come home to my mom. I like to leave out. My mom get up. She fixes breakfast sometimes, but she still wipe our face down. Well, look, I couldn't, as a child, I know now at 37, my mama started working when I turned 12, a job that she worked for 20 years. 20 years every day, Monday through Friday. And look, it made me start hating my mom more and more because I started seeing her less and less. And then when I did see her, she was tired. Well, look, I'm going to do another video, moms, about being a wife. We want equality in raising kids, and guess what? We're equal in a household when we're doing our job. We are not equal as feminists. Even if you're in girl-on-girl relationship, you want a boy-on-girl relationship. Look, I'm a feminine, and I am not equal to the kind of people I date. Their job in a relationship is different, and it's not always a money job, but their job in the relationship is different than my job. Okay? I'm going to just say that I am a complete feminist, girly girl. Don't ask me to do certain stuff, because when I tell you it's a no, or I can't believe you got me out here trying to do this, I am 100% serious. I am not playing. So if you dating that kid, we know, one, that kid is not retarded. That kid can learn. But look, sometimes when that stuff really come out, like if the kid had a real bad traumatic illness, mental illness episode, I'm going to tell you something traumatic happened to that kid. Remember what happened around that time, or get back where you could get down and think about it when that child is asleep. If you a mom who's working 40 hours and you like, girl, I got to go to sleep when my kid go to sleep. No, you have to sacrifice and figure out how to take care of that child that has some traumatic happen to them. You had that child. That is your job to do. Sacrifice. You got to stay up late while that child is asleep and try to talk to God and talk to yourself to figure out what traumatic happened that triggered that child into a mental state like that. Well, look, it could have been something as simple as you started back going to work. And that child was used to coming home to you, used to picking you up. And now you can have somebody nice doing it, like their auntie or their grandma that you know ain't doing nothing wrong to them. But look, that child, that could be a traumatic incident on a simple note to that child. But then it could be something even bigger and more traumatic, like, you know, a living situation. Dad could have left and dad could have been living there. And then the kid went through an episode, which to me is a real big traumatic. But when you're dealing with people with mental illness, do not, and I say this with the kindness of every bit of heart I got, don't belittle them and saying, is you really serious? You know, that's what people like to say. Like when a mental illness person can't do something, or your friend like, look, y'all, God is so amazing. I met somebody on the elevator. My boo had a doctor's appointment, and I went to the car to get something and came back. And a girl, it was a real live female who was afraid to get on the elevator and come up. She was waiting on one of the people who was supposed to come down and open a door, which in this place stairs wasn't easy to get to, so they had to come get her to take her up the stairs because she went through a traumatic incident years ago, and she was real live afraid to get on the elevator. Right, look, because I have mental illness and the Lord has taken me higher with my mental illness, I was able to talk to the woman. Bless her, I pray for her, on the elevator. But right before I pressed the button, she ran off. She couldn't do it. She was like, please. She was like, just go up there and tell him to come get me. It is like, look, people like get on the elevator so easy. I'll be like, girl, that is crazy. No, it's crazy or not. Something really happened that got a grown woman really afraid. And this is why the world is the way it is, because she's afraid to tell people that. You know, the Lord placed me there. Like I said, I went to the car and came up. My boo was having a colonoscopy, y'all. But I went to the car and came back, and this woman was really afraid. And it's crazy because now, look, I can say crazy easily probably because I just said it and I saw it first, flashing yellow in my eyes with my mental health. But however, it's crazy. Not that she's crazy. The thought is crazy that the Lord placed me there to be like, girl, because look, to me, now look, I'm going to talk about it real quick after I pray for it. Not bad or not disrespectful, but to me, that's something petty. Where it's like, girl, but it's not petty when you know and you have kindness in your heart to try to know different people and their experiences and their traumatic experiences they went through. Well, look, I hope she got help for that. And I hope somebody really could work through it with her because she really afraid to get on the elevator. Well, look, mental health, I know at 37, is an illness. And look, it really comes from traumatic events of fear. Something scared you when you was a child. so bad into this situation that you for real, for real. Now look, I'm scared of certain things. Now look, don't think I'm a punk, baby, because I'm from the dirt and the mud. Chicago all day, South Side, baby. I live in the projects, in the row houses, then in Terrytown. So don't come and be like, oh, she got schizophrenia, she's scared. I am scared of who. Now look, I will tell you right now, I don't fight. I would even say I can't fight. I'm scared to fight because I probably go overboard. I'm just gonna put it out there, and maybe in that instance, because I don't want nobody to think I'm a punk and try to come and punk me, and I have to slap the stew out of you, okay? With this is a saved hand of God. As my baby sister say, Jesus will come and fly out of here, and I'll pop you until next year, okay? You Mr. President-elect, you will miss the Olympics, baby. You will even miss Christmas. You be right there for New Year's Day and even miss New Year's Eve. And I am dead serious. Don't play with people out in the street. You don't know their story or where they come from. Where I tell people the truth, I am afraid to fight of who I am. Well, look, a little story where I say I'm afraid. You know what? I ain't even going to say that because you know the police be watching this stuff. But I am definitely afraid to fight. It's traumatic. Look, the way I grew up, the things I've seen from women and men and fights and stuff I know, I don't fight. Okay? Praise the Lord. It's Sunday. Let me just get that spirit off me. Right? Look, it fears me because just know I'm a lover, not a fighter. Okay. However, traumatic events has happened to that child. Moms, let's get to the discipline part. I want to tell you when you're raising that kid. Remind you in a good relationship, because I got the boo. My boo has taught me. My boo is, of course, 10 plus years older than me, but my boo like doing the same stuff. That's their generation. Of course, we like different stuff, but look, sometimes because I have mental illness, I do have to ease into stuff. I have to prepare a lot. Right? Look, let's just say, for instance, if I'm going out of town Friday, today is Sunday, I am really preparing today on Sunday to release me from anxiety, from forgetting stuff, for being panicky. Well, look, for being paranoid that everything's going to go wrong. I have to prepare like that. Well, look, thank God for my grandma. Pray for my grandma. Take a minute. She was born in 1940, y'all. She is still alive. Pray for her. Pray for her. She cute. She cute just like me, y'all. My grandma is cute. But with discipline, look, a lot of us, as I say, mental illness or not, we don't know what it feels like, look, to live in the same spot for 20 years. We don't know what it feels like to come home to our moms or our dads who we love every day. Our whole elementary school, high school, or elementary school, middle school, high school, because I'm like, I know I have more to say. But look, we don't know what it feels like, my generation of 37, because look, our moms, to me, especially, and our dads differently, were fighting for equality. Right, look, I am an African-American woman. We know slavery. We know the right, women's right to vote. We know segregation. We know all that. Right, look, I had my dad who could have been fighting with my moms. My mom, I had more dads. I had stepdads. But my dad who could have been fighting with my one mom. About equality different, because women, you know, you have kids, and as a woman, we know you go through all that pain and your heart just melted in beautiful angels. My mama had 4 girls. But look, I tell you, I know she was fighting for equality for us to be who we are today, to have our own, to be able to stand on our own 2 feet. I definitely got mental illness. I definitely still know how to survive and take care of myself. I just do. Look, my mama taught me. That's what she was fighting for women to be able to take care. They said, well, look, they still were fighting for equality because of what the world was before we were born. Before we were born. Well, look, have some sympathy for your mama. It's Sunday. Make it another Mother's Day. Buy your mama a car. Buy your mama some roses and some chocolate and say, you know what, mama, I just want to give you this to show you I love you. Because, look, maybe they didn't do it right. We would say in our generation, but maybe they did do it right. For their generation, they were fighting for equality. Whatever them men was doing to them that they didn't like. Now look, people is like, girl, I had a good daddy. Okay, not at home. Look, they couldn't go to work and get good paying jobs. They had the same education. A man could get $5 more. They couldn't get it. You get what I'm saying? And it was just the way men probably talked to them and treated them. Men probably were able to just rape them. Now, look, I'm going to just say it. And if you had no proof, you had no proof. It was a man's world. Back in the day, where our moms fought for equality. And look, they got all these 37-year-olds, I'm going to say from 30-year-olds to about 45 with no marriages. You got all these independent women now taking care of these men. These men were only raised by their moms because everybody was fighting for equality, different. Remind you, everybody is different. Right now we walking around here and everybody like, girl, what a real men at? Girl, they somewhere they were raised by their mom. You have to have nice. Where is your femininity? We ain't got none. Look, I am the feminine one in a relationship, and my boo still gotta check me and treat me to shut up. Why? Because sometimes I like bickering, I like fighting, I like cussing my boo out. Right, look, I could get up, today is a Sunday, I might just cut my boo out because it's Sunday. I know the Lord gonna take care of me regardless if my boo ain't gonna leave me. So my boo could just get cussed out for 10 minutes for what? Nothing. Right, look, it's a part of our femininity now so easily. Right, look, our moms and our grandmas, I'll say because my grandma is a baby boomer who's still alive, look, they didn't teach us how to be wives. And we like, why not, grandma? No, they told us to go out and have fun. And maybe it's because of the life they lived outside and the stuff they couldn't do with the evolving world. To me, in history, in education, in the different type of stuff, that's why they didn't teach us. Why people like, girl, my grandma did this. Why she ain't teach me that? It ain't that we ain't want to learn. When we was with our grandma, we was teaching them and talking to them about the new world and the stuff we learned. Well, our grandmas and our mamas were so proud of us with who we became and what we learned. We missed the whole lesson that they were teaching them while they were cooking the sweet potato pie. Because we were right there, blah, 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 blah. Whole time, grandma done put the secret little cinnamon in. You just put a pinch and all. We didn't miss it because we were evolving in a world where Beyonce, all that. Okay, let's pray for Beyonce. Take your name off of her. I don't care what nobody says. She's in my generation bracket. I think she in her 40s. She's a Virgo. She's cute. But guess what? She did what she had to do. She had money, and I believe, from what I know from watching lots and lots of television that keeps a mental kid to state, okay, find them some good TV shows. If you a mom that's like, girl, I can't get no cleaning or nothing. I'm scared this kid gonna be in the bathroom lighting a match. You better find them some good television shows. They, we make stuff up in our heads. Right, look, I got Beyonce, who my cousin. I got Auntie Monique, who played on the Parkers that I had to watch after school. I got Brandy from Moesha. Right, look, them were my idols back in the day that were family. Okay, I had to go home and support them and watch them. That's the stuff that I like. Right, that's another tip for moms if you're raising a kid. But I am going to say this about Beyonce. I believe in my head she had to do what she had to do. She was in that group. And look, sex sell. What you going to do to not be sold out? You're going to do different stuff. And that's what Beyonce did. She was the first black woman. I don't care what nobody say. We do not know who she slept with other than her husband. We don't know who she been with other than her husband. Right, look, she do show her body with that little stuff. And I was gastrophabic. I would never. My mother would be mortified. I can't believe she did that. But look, she helped empower women. She helped us show us our beauty and being independent. And guess what? If these men think I ain't coming to get my bag, baby, I'm going to show these legs. Why? Because these men still love us, ladies. Let's not forget women. I believe we are helpmates to the men. Right, look, we came here on this earth to be helpmates. Know who you are. Know what keeps you calm in a relationship with my boo. If I live with my boo, in the bed sleep. Why? Because I cook breakfast. And I'm happy. Right, look, I'm happy. I'm not doing nothing bad. And look, in my head, when I'm asleep, because sometimes me and my boo be off cue, when I'm sleeping, my boo woke, since I've been up, I got up late today. I got up at 8:35 today. Right, that's late for me because I've been getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Right, look, when my boo is up, in my head, to keep myself calm, I just got to know my boo ain't doing nothing bad. Why? Sleep. Because look, I ain't doing nothing bad. Wow. Shout out to Beyonce. I love you, girl. I pray for you and your family and your femininity. Right, look, I got this hair on. And this is another thing, ladies. Now, look, I know I'm getting off subject. This is really for my other video. But if you into dating and you a single mom already, you ain't got nothing from your family, y'all ain't had no money, you ain't got no equity, no house, no property, no money, and you single and you dating, and you going around your boo family, and you done met you a boo who is stable on their own, with or without kids, that family is their backbone, okay? Watch what you wear. That's why we can't keep a man. This is really a nice outfit. Well, look, this is a long dress. It's on my TikTok showcase. If you want to try it out, I do not see your information. They will ship it to you. I definitely would get some for promoting it. It's really, really cute. It is 2_22219. Well, look, this dress, I call it on my TikTok shop, Marry Me dress. No, it is class. You do your hair right. We got to get back to the point of knowing. Now, look, I am all for a woman wearing what she want to wear. Because, baby, I'll put some booty shorts on in a minute. But you got to understand what comes with that and be ready to take it. Everything has a consequence. If you going around their mama in booty shorts and they mama later say you trashy, I don't like you, but you like, girl, I got 10 degrees and all that. No, you still look trashy, like you can't handle their son. They love their mama. That's why they come over your house at night still, because they love you, but not more than their mama. Family is always first. Remember that. Remember that when you dating. While you like, girl, no, we didn't lose ourselves. Beyonce did her job for where we was at and where we're trying to go. Now we're trying to figure out what's wrong with these men. Our kids is getting older. And look, moms, we just like our moms who will be like, girl, they want nothing. They ain't teach us nothing. Look, they loved us. They did it the right way for us. So we didn't go through half the stuff they went through, and we would never. Well, look, for our kids, my daughter's in their 20s, and guess what? It's time for me to make sure they boo, that they will treat them right, or they can find another one easily, okay? No, because love is where it's at, not money. Okay, you like, okay, wait a minute, no. You can live with love and no money, but you have money and no love. You feel like you're dying. You better ask Robin Williams, what was his name? The comedian, white guy, Miss Doubtfire. I love them, okay? Anywho, I ain't lying. So, moms, let's get back to the discipline. I got 3 minutes. I'm going to end this video. When y'all start liking it, I'll post more stuff. But look, moms, it take a lot of discipline from you and sacrifice if you have a child that you believe have mental problems. Right? Look, mom, you got to figure out how to keep it repetitive with that kid. Why that kid no love. Right? Look, one thing my mom do that I know she still do is drink coffee. Is it a big deal? No, but it was back in the day to my mom. So it is to me. Right, look, when I drink coffee, because my mom used to give me some sometime, baby, she done gave all the kids, all her grandkids get the sip of coffee. Okay? Like, to give them a sip of that goodness. Right, look, it is a big thing to me from my mom. Right, look, I don't live by my mom, but I be like, look, my mom drink coffee. Well, look, my mom and me don't even talk about the coffee. It's my grandma who then will call me and be like, you drink a cup of coffee today? And I'll be like, yeah, or whatever. Well, look, it is a love thing to me, a love triangle in my little bitty family. Why I tell you, them kids want you to pick them up from school, or they want you to drop them off at school. They want you to cook dinner for them or with them. Look, I know there's so many kids at school that don't know if they going to eat when they get home because their moms cannot afford it. If you can afford it, yeah, it's fun to go to drive-thru and all that, but your kids really like it if they see you in the kitchen. You ain't doing nothing but putting that love spirit all in your house for them kids. And look, it's a good feeling. So when they hear a bad story from a friend that could be a bad influence, it does not come and take your child away easily because they like, oh, I gotta go home to my mama. My mama cooking me some food. Okay, what is a big deal when you 18 and under? Look, nothing. TV, video games, and food. Come on now. Come on now. That is your job as a mom. Why, mom, it take a lot of discipline. No, make it mundane. I learned that when I took a college class. mundane. Look, a mundane day is the same repetitive stuff over and over that you don't like doing. But sometimes you got to get there with the kid. And when you start, if you think your kid is battling mental illness, when you're doing a transition, it takes a slow transition. Well, look, I'm one of the kids who, baby, it took me years to be like, I'm going to do it. And it took me years to do it. But now I have more of my Chinese discipline and I can do stuff easily, but I still ease out of it because an episode, if I don't ease out of it, could come a month later. And I'm just telling you, it'd be crazy. Which is the color yellow. However, I hope y'all like this video. I'm at 30 minutes. This video is for moms. I am praying for you if you suffer from mental illness or if you have a child from mental illness. I hope these little bit of tips help you. Subscribe, come back, come to my TikTok and spend some money. And don't forget my private reminder, motivated teas, healingwithtrevenas.shop, all lowercase levels, because I am perfect like that.